Hello, it's me again, der buyer, and we're back in 2003, and it's just about time to pick up our kids from school in our prototype of the new Avon. The best car to get your kids from school, to get some groceries, or to drive to the post office. Totally reasonable 6-liter V10, and especially in this Ute version, basically a jack of all trades. Some might say the bed is a bit small, but the plebs can get a cheap pickup truck if they want. This is a Might Motors car, and it certainly shows. Yeah, we are back in our luxury campaign, getting closer to the end, getting closer to the times where I'm less comfortable with styling, but I'm quite happy with how the second generation Avon turned out, and I try to do my best to keep up the quality until we reach 2020. This time we will work on one of the core cars of our company, the Bramble, our cash cow, and that means it's a very important episode to make sure that the company further thrives, and maybe we can break a few more sales records. And before we annoy even more people here on the streets, because we're driving our reasonably sized car here, let's head into the office and let's get started. So here we are, basically bathing in cash, sitting at 4.6 billion in our pockets. Some might say we should invest. Yeah, true. But some might also say finish a goddamn 4.2 campaign and get on with version 4.3 because it's much more challenging, it's much more interesting. And those people probably are right, so let's keep up our pace with 3 years per episode and no longer introduce new cars, but just updates and new generation of our current lineup. So that means, because we have basically 5 cars in our lineup, the Avon, the SUV, the Bramble, our midsize car, the Windley, our compact, the Cleres, our flagship, and the Godwit, our sports and supercar. Because we have 5 cars in the lineup, the Avon is already replaced and will get an update soon. That means next in line is again the Bramble, and then afterwards we get an update for the Windley, for the Cleres, and maybe another Godwit, but I'm not sure if we can fit that into this campaign. So not many episodes left. Let's get started and work on our cash cow, the Bramble. So we'll choose the 2.8 meter version, and this has very nice lineup, a lot of different categories this is going into. We definitely have a lot of options here. Also got some SUVs and van-like bodies. So you might even go into an MPV for the very first time. So let's get started with the chassis. And again, here we have to make a compromise of prestige and cost. Because this is one of our mass market models, we have to make sure not to spend too much money. So just partial aluminum. We care about the environment, make it lighter, but not too much. Here for the chassis material, advanced high strength steel or light advanced high strength steel. In general, material costs should be a lot lower with the advanced high strength, so I'd go with that. Of course, we could cheap out and just go for steel, but a little bit of realism is nice. Also, we want to have safe cars. And for the suspension in general, I go for the expensive stuff because we are building comfortable cars. From a quality point of view, we could go for 1 or 2 points, but it immediately will cost us with regards to production units. So maybe 2 quality is enough. And now let's see if we can reuse our Inline 6 engine. It's from 1987. I think 16 years later, it is still fine to reuse that, or it would be fine, but maybe just for the fun of it, let's make a new project. We will make it a bit smaller than a 3-liter engine. Downsizing is happening, but still Inline 6. So let's not make it a 3-liter, let's go for 2.5. And pretty much standard here. Some quality in the family, and this will definitely survive until the end. We try to stay cheap here. And we also try to stay naturally aspirated because of cost. And it's still 2003, their naturally aspirated cars still were fine. Also 2010, still for the premium market, naturally aspirated engines were common, even though it already started with 4-cylinder turbos, but we don't do that. We easily get 160 horsepower out of this. Can rev to 6.9 without issues. And now take a look at our fuel. 95 RON is fine for all markets. And now time for tuning. Yeah, exhaust is way too small. The rest is pretty much already in line. Yeah, a lot of green in there. And I think engine is pretty fine already without too much fine tuning. Alright, then let's get started with designing the car. Right, and there we have it. Yeah, again, I am quite happy with how it turned out. Let me know in the comments what you think. Just the lower part of the rear is a bit meh. Alright. Alright. Let's go through the optimization. And I think also in this case we might go for the speed limiter for 250. Just because we can. We save a bit of cost for the tires. And brakes are also something very important, but also expensive. So we have a little bit of brake fed, but instead of going for vented disc, I just add a little bit of brake airflow to solve that. It's not that it makes a big difference, just a little bit of sportiness basically. Cooling flaps also don't make a big difference, so I leave them out. I can go for a little bit of aero quality, but it also doesn't improve fuel economy too much, so I let it be. And here going for quality in the interior is a huge cost driver, so I will also let that be at 0. We have our upper range premium models, and this is more than enough at 70 comfort for the midsize market. Again, luxury interior because we're a luxury brand, but premium infotainment is more than enough. Yeah, and then I think we just let it be. What I want to do first before I head into the other trims is to check the engineering, because I want to see the vectors here, and then I can also decide if I want to invest a little bit of quality somewhere. For example, driver assists don't have any engineering time, so I can check that and see if there's a bug or if it's really that cheap, because I have 100%. There should be some engineering time involved with that. Here it rises really a lot. I don't think it is worth it. I just put it to 1 just to see if I get something there. I can see the distribution also here, and there I see driver assists are quite expensive. But suspension it was not, so maybe a little bit of suspension quality doesn't cost too much. Pretty even. Could add more safety, but it's also, I don't want to make it too expensive. Car is pretty light at 1.6 tons. I even went for flow optimized. If I remove that, we're even lighter, cheaper. And I don't need the limiter anymore, because the car has a lot of drag now. Okay. Then I think we're done for the sedan. Let's add more. So what do we want to have? Definitely a wagon. And I think it's looking quite good, except for exhausts. And a different color. Looking good in black. And then we need 5 seats here. Family utility premium is the right target. And then we also want to have a convertible version with a folding hardtop. This one will have 2+2 only. Automatic hardtop. Oh yeah. It makes it so much worse than the detachable hardtop. It's insane. It's just prestige. So it's completely bullshit to use that. So I just go for a regular soft top. This is a convertible premium. So I definitely want to have one sport version. Clone the sedan. Then I make a sport version, which is basically a muscle car. And for this one we will add a turbo. And we need the coupe body for that. And yeah, the pistons don't really hold up. So let's change the piston. It was twin charge it. Oh, we have a lot of surge stress. And I also might go for different fuel here. I don't think we will sell that one in Achana. Oh, but then we're running into torque issues. Yeah, conrods are a problem, but I don't want to have a forged. Oof, but we have a lot of problems there. I think we're not getting around forged components here if we want to have a proper turbocharged car. Okay, there we have it. 430 horsepower. What should be the target here? Oh, it's not considered to be a coupe. And I don't think we have a coupe, even though it only has 2 doors. Which, no, they are all a sedan and I have a hatchback. Then I guess it's a fun car and we choose the liftback version. City Premium, yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah, I definitely would say this is a premium fun car. Maybe we should reduce the rear lift, else many people will die. And I will limit it to 300, because it will make a small difference here. And should it get dual clutch? It definitely would make it more fun, I guess. Not really. Let's just stick with the advanced automatic, it's good. And here we have to go for a sporty setup. And the brakes there, this one definitely will get vented discs. It's going very well also in Pony and stuff like that. Okay. And what else could we do? Yeah, we could try the people mover. So this is an SUV style. I don't need an SUV, I need a van. And that's exactly what we have here. Oh, it's terrible. It's also pretty much broken. Let's see if this one is better. Not a lot. Should we do this? Maybe we do it, but we don't look at it. So please look away. Yeah, we should move all the rear up, but I'm too lazy to do that right now. Oh yeah, it's terrible. Nobody actually needs more than 5 seats. Let's make it like this. Yeah, we'll see if it sells or not, and if it doesn't perform, then it will be kicked. Alright, engineering. It's really looking excellent. We can spend a little bit of money because it's very cheap for us to make it quick, and then optimize production so that we save time and money. This is really good. And here we have the same. So, and then what factory? A huge Bramble engine factory. That's looking good. And we can even increase the factory size. And it would be offline for 1.5 years. I think that's too much. Oof, the increase costs a lot. So do we want to choose another one? You don't have another huge plot available. Except for the Winley, but we need that one right now. So maybe we go for one from scratch, because we have the money. It will be quite expensive. But with this we can also avoid the downtime for the current Bramble. And I'm always afraid of the upset this will bring to our company if we cannot produce the Bramble anymore. And people want it so much that we will not be able to build up stock. So let's just do that. The factory will take 54 months to build. So I hope they start staffing very soon. Okay, engine factory will be super expensive. So now, same for the car. I think we need to build a new factory here. Yeah, expensive, but I think we can afford it. We will take a little bit of a loan, but we will be able to afford it. How many cars will we build? Looks like around 50,000 per month. Let's make our factory more expensive. Wow, the tooling quality. Holy. Engine factory actually doesn't need to be as large. So we can save a bit of money there, maybe in automation. We can make it smaller. Yeah, we will not build a new Bramble in this game. So I can get away with a large 3, I guess. Yeah, easily. Can also go on a large plot then. And then it should save us $1 billion or 2. Okay, numbers. Yeah, a little bit of margin would be nice. The van doesn't cost any money. I'm not too concerned about the margins in general. Yeah, the profits would have been nicer with the previous prices. We had so much money. But here we can at least get one shift out of it. We definitely will be able to produce enough. It's probably a bit oversized, but we never know. Alright, 9 billion. I have 4 in the bank, so I will take safety measures and take 40% of a loan. So we have 17 more years, or 16 more years. 6 of those will be engineering, so we have 10 more to repay. I definitely want to repay, so 120 would be repaid just at the very end. And let's sign it off. Or no, this Bramble is not down from the worst. The rest is fine. Yeah, I think this is the first time that I built a huge factory in this game. We'll see how it goes. That's the main task done. What else is there to do? The Winley just had a facelift, so this one will be fine. The Cleres maybe can use a facelift in 1 or 2 years. Godwit is also still fine. Avon will be released soon. So I'd say let's make a facelift of the Cleres once the Avon is done. And in the meantime, let's see how our finances stabilize and how our production stabilizes. So in general, our pre-order numbers are going down. Also for the Bramble. Only problem is the Godwit, which is very stable. So we need to increase the price here. Yeah, just very slowly. It's decreasing now. And we make a lot of money, so we should probably invest a bit more into research, I guess. Or into marketing. Let's do marketing first. Oh, so green. I like that. So yeah, definitely spend a lot of money now in marketing. I want to see those green numbers. The Bramble is already selling, and we also sell a few vans. Excellent. And we have quality issues, low discovery chance, and also a small problem. So, quiet recall. We still make a decent profit. So let's spend until we start construction of our factory. Car tech is still behind engine tech. So let's just first increase the cheap options and see where we land. Yeah, we can still increase a bit more. And now we're almost even again with our finances. It's just that I have too much money in general. Pre-orders are slowly going down. What a Godwit. The Bramble factory is under construction, and that's why we are losing money right now, but it's alright. We can maintain that for quite a bit of time. The Avon already has very chunky pre-orders. I also, again, always forgot and will always forget to adjust the deposit. And while the Avon is collecting pre-orders, the second generation is collecting pre-orders, also the first generation has a few issues. The van. There are too many pre-orders of the van. I will pause those because production will be stopped anyway very soon. So these are done. We are making huge losses now because the Avon was no longer being manufactured, and now the new Avon is online with 8 months of pre-orders. Let's see how our finances work out. Better. It's contributing 122 million. So that's looking very nice. And so let's make the facelift for the Cleres. We have here nice new gearboxes, and I will definitely choose a 7 gear. Also the ultimate version doesn't have the electric limited slip diff yet, and I definitely think it needs it. So what difference does it make? Mostly drivability, but also a bit of utility, and of course more cost. The others won't get this. This is way too expensive. Oh, we have severe brake fade, it says. Oh, yes. Should we limit this? 270 maybe? Prestige suffers 1.4 points. I can live with that, I guess. It's just that the brakes are too comfortable. So maybe I add a bit of brake airflow. And remove the limiter again. 300 exactly. It's fine, 4% is fine. Here we have sat-nav, or no, even luxury infotainment. And we're getting closer to the magic 100 comfort and prestige. But it would take a long time. I have to reduce quality. Yeah, it's not yet fully there. I have to reduce quality a bit to save on engineering time. Maybe not advanced 10s, but advanced 0s. Okay, so the other two need to be more cheap. I will just do a few minor things there. 7 gears, for example. No, not luxury infotainment, just sat-nav. And also advanced 0s. And same for the GT version. Alright, and yeah, it's actually alright. 33 months. I didn't update the engine, but I want to update the factory. And that for both of the engines. Oh, also this one doesn't really cost a lot. It was not even worn. Oh, we're at our limits there with the Cleres. Should we do something about that? I could go for a 3. That would be 9 months instead of 1. I don't do that, I'd rather change prices. Yeah, and prices I think are off anyway. The luxury premium is up to 500k. Let's do 400k here. GT premium 170. Luxury is at 80. And there we have the low demand. I think with these numbers we should be more than fine, and also if the economy recovers we should be able to produce enough. No loan for this one, this is cheap. Alright, that's our tasks done. Our expenses are still fine. We're barely touching our pile of money there. And we have reached 2006. Let's check the situation again. Avon is able to reduce its pre-orders, contributing very nicely. Second most profitable car lineup that we have next to the Bramble. I'm so looking forward for the new Bramble to be released. The Windley is also still doing very fine, and this one will get the update next time around. The Cleres has a bit of trouble, but will get facelift soon, so that should be fine as well. And the Godwit, yeah, still very stable. Need to increase the price again. I'll do that next time. We have reached 3.5 million points now, and let's see where we actually sell. If we take a look at our overall market, we have reached, I would guess, market shares around 7 to 10%. Unfortunately, we're no longer in the delivery market. We're just selling 2 cars there because we don't have a van anymore. But else, we have a very nice coverage. We're even selling in the budget ranges. That's probably a Windley. If we limit to our awareness, it doesn't look that much better because people know us already. Let's take a look at our dealerships. yeah, dealership levels between 2 in the very obscure markets for us, up to 7, high 7s in the luxury. A company bubble, yeah, still we are very well known for our luxury cars. We are almost everywhere desirable and nowhere affordable. That was our goal. Awareness is looking excellent. Everybody knows us except for the sports car buyers. But that's the way it is. Things are working out really well. We will see for the Bramble. It will be released in 2009 and run until the end. Next time we'll work on the last generation Winley and make up for what the Avon will do to the environment, and we'll make up for it in an economy car. Until then, thanks for watching and see you all next time. Bye bye.